When I first met my husband, I thought he was everything I had ever dreamed of. He was kind, patient, and full of life. We built our relationship on trust and shared dreams, and soon our love blossomed into marriage. For years we were inseparable, and I truly believed that nothing could ever come between us. Our home was filled with laughter, and our hearts beat in harmony. I never imagined that love could change, or that loyalty could be tested in ways I wasn't prepared for. As time went on, life began to move faster. We both got busy with work, responsibilities, and the silent exhaustion that comes from routine. There were fewer late-night talks, fewer moments of connection. One evening, my husband came to me with a strange calmness. He said he wanted to talk about something important, something that had been on his mind for a while. I could sense his hesitation, but I told him to speak freely. That's when he told me he wanted to explore being with someone else. Not because he didn't love me, but because he felt incomplete. His words cut through me like a blade. I sat there silent, trying to understand if I had heard him correctly. I had always believed that love meant exclusivity, that our bond was sacred. But as he spoke, I saw the sincerity in his eyes. He wasn't angry or cruel. He was lost and searching for meaning. I wanted to hate him, but I couldn't. My heart was torn between pride and love, between the urge to walk away and the desire to understand. After days of sleepless nights, I made a decision that even surprised me. I agreed, not because I wanted to share him, but because I loved him enough to let him face his truth. I told myself that love wasn't about possession. It was about freedom and honesty. I thought that by agreeing, I could save us, that maybe, somehow, this openness would bring us closer. But deep down, a quiet sadness began to grow inside me, one that words could never fully describe. He met someone else, and I watched as parts of him that once belonged to me slowly drifted away. He tried to reassure me that nothing had changed, that I was still his heart, his home. But I could feel the distance. Every smile he gave her was one less he gave me. I tried to remain strong, to remind myself that I had agreed to this, that I had chosen love over ego. Still, the nights grew colder, and my reflection began to feel like a stranger's. One evening, he came home and found me crying quietly in the dark. He sat beside me and held my hand. For the first time in months, he said nothing, and in that silence, I felt everything. He realized that what he had been searching for outside, our marriage was never missing. It had always been here between us, buried under fatigue and fear. His tears fell onto my hands, and in that fragile moment, we both understood the depth of what love truly costs. We decided to start over, but not as we once were. We rebuilt slowly, painfully, with more truth than before. Forgiveness didn't come easily, and trust had to be earned again. Yet somehow through all the brokenness, we found a new kind of love, quieter, humbler, but more real. It wasn't the fairy tale I once dreamed of, but it was ours, honest and imperfect. Now, when I look back, I don't see betrayal as the end of our story. I see it as a turning point, a brutal lesson in what it means to love someone beyond the surface. Love isn't always pure or perfect. Sometimes it asks for strength we didn't know we had. My husband wanted something, and I agreed. But what we both found in the end was something far greater: the courage to face our own hearts and choose love again, even after it had been broken.